Top 7 healthy foods that can destroy your unhealthy kidneys. Did you know that most kidney issues are irreversible? And in the United States alone, more than 1 in 7 adults has chronic kidney disease? Kidney health is often overlooked despite it silently playing a pivotal role in our overall well-being. Healthy kidneys filter about half a cup of blood every minute, removing all waste and excess water through urine. Kidneys also help regulate blood pressure and even produce essential hormones. When kidneys don't work properly, toxins and waste can accumulate. Excess fluid can build up. Electrolyte imbalances, high blood pressure, and many other complications can occur. If left untreated, kidney dysfunction can progress to end-stage renal disease, or ESRD in short, where the kidneys lose most of their function. ESRD requires treatment, such as dialysis or kidney transplantation, to sustain life. In fact, kidney disease ranks among the top 10 causes of death in the U.S. So, the big question is how to take care of your kidneys. We all know that eating healthy foods like vegetables and fruits is essential for well-being. However, not all healthy foods are suitable for people with kidney concerns. Some foods can be high in phosphorus, potassium, salt, sugar, and oxalates, which pose risks if the kidneys aren't in top shape. So, which healthy foods are friends or foes for your kidneys? If you've ever wondered, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll discuss 7 usually healthy foods that can actually harm kidney health. We also offer tips on how to still enjoy these foods or suggest delicious alternatives without affecting kidney health. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the information you need to keep your kidneys healthy. Before we dive in, kindly note that all information you'll find in this video is fact-checked, unbiased, and reviewed by qualified professionals. All right, it's time to swing back to the healthy foods that can destroy your kidneys. 1. Avocado. Avocados are creamy, delicious, and undoubtedly healthy. They are rich in monounsaturated fats, vitamins E, K, and C, and minerals. But if you have kidney issues, you might want to watch your avocado intake. The main issue with avocados is they're pretty high in potassium. Potassium is usually great for keeping our body in balance. It helps with our blood pressure, nerves, and muscles. Normally, our kidneys do a great job of managing extra potassium in our blood. However, in folks with kidney issues, their kidneys can't remove extra potassium effectively, causing too much blood potassium, a condition called hyperkalemia. If hyperkalemia is left unchecked, it can cause serious issues for the heart and muscles. Guidelines for kidney disease often suggest limiting potassium, but the exact amount varies. So, it's best for kidney patients to talk with their doctor to determine their ideal potassium intake. People on potassium-restricted diets usually aim for less than 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of potassium per day. An average avocado contains about 975 milligrams of potassium, which is roughly 33 to 48% of this amount. More concerning, despite being full of nutrients, avocados are also high in calories. One fruit can have over 300 calories. So, eating too many avocados can lead to weight gain, a risk factor for kidney disease. Simply put, being overweight puts more strain on your kidneys, making them work harder to remove toxins. Plus, being overweight increases your risk of developing diabetes and high blood pressure, the 2 leading causes of kidney problems. After all, if you have kidney issues, it's wise to watch how much avocado you eat. A good tip is to enjoy just a quarter of an avocado at a time. This helps you reduce potassium intake while still reaping its nutrient benefits. You can also mix it with other low-potassium foods, which we will mention in the next section. Another trick is to peel, chop, and soak your avocado in water for 2 hours or boil it. This trick can help slash potassium by up to 50%. Are you enjoying our video so far? If so, please give us some hints by dropping a like, and we'll make more content like this. 2. Oranges. Oranges are healthy citrus fruits rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber, which are all great for our health. But oranges may not be good for people with kidney problems due to their high potassium levels, similar to avocados. A medium orange, which is roughly the size of a small fist, contains around 237 milligrams of potassium. This amount may not seem significant, but eating more than one orange a day or drinking orange juice can easily exceed your daily potassium limit. 1 cup of orange juice can have around 496 milligrams of potassium, which means drinking 500 milliliters, or about 1 pint, could contain 1240 milligrams. As we discussed with avocados, regularly eating potassium-rich foods like oranges can worsen hyperkalemia in people with chronic kidney disease. Hyperkalemia can make you feel weak, numbed, tired, and nauseous. In severe cases, hyperkalemia can even cause irregular heartbeats or cardiac arrest. Moreover, eating too many oranges could increase your risk of kidney stones because oranges are high in oxalates. More details will be provided in the next section. Orange juice contains fewer oxalates than whole oranges, so you can still enjoy a glass occasionally. For a safer choice, consider making juices from fruits with less oxalate, like berries, pears, cherries, apples, and grapes. The bonus is that these fruits also come with less potassium than oranges. 3. Almond. Almonds are a popular and nutritious snack packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. However, eating almonds can increase the risk of kidney stones, especially for people with a history of kidney problems. This is because almonds contain high levels of oxalates. 100 grams of almonds, which is equal to about 3 small handfuls, contain about 469 milligrams of oxalates. Normally, oxalates bind with calcium and leave our bodies in the stool. But if we consume too much oxalate and not enough calcium, oxalate can be absorbed into our blood. Then, it ends up in our urine. If your kidneys don't function well, or your urine is too concentrated or acidic, the oxalates can bind with calcium in your kidney, forming crystals that grow into stones. These are known as calcium oxalate stones, which make up over 80% of kidney stones. The quick buildup of oxalate stones in the kidneys is called acute oxalate nephropathy. This condition can damage the cells of kidney tubules, resulting in acute kidney failure. Research has found cases of oxalate nephropathy linked to peanuts, which have about 187.0 milligrams of oxalates per 100 grams. Almonds have 2.5 times more oxalates than peanuts. So, should you avoid almonds altogether? Not necessarily, but it's a good idea to enjoy them in moderation, just 1 or 2 handfuls a day. Also, cashews, peanuts, pistachios, and walnuts are high in oxalates, although in smaller amounts compared to almonds. So, it's best to practice moderation with them. For detailed guidance, it's always best to consult with your doctor. 4. Spinach. Although leafy greens like spinach are praised for their health benefits, their potential risks are often overlooked, especially for kidney health. The main issue here is spinach's oxalate content. Oxalates can crystallize and form kidney stones, causing intense pain, blood and urine, nausea, vomiting, and kidney damage. A serving of 100 grams or half a cup of spinach can pack up to 2350 milligrams of oxalate, which is higher than many other leafy greens. In a study, scientists watched what nearly 240,000 people ate over many years. They found that spinach made up over 40% of these people's total oxalate intake. Other foods like cassava root, amaranth leaves, chard, beet leaves, starfruit, and rhubarb also contain high levels of oxalate, so it's wise to avoid them if you have kidney concerns. Coming back to spinach, it is also high in potassium. 100 grams of uncooked spinach can contain up to 558 milligrams of potassium. As we mentioned in the avocados section, in folks with kidney disease, their kidneys may struggle to filter potassium. So, if a kidney patient eats too much spinach or potassium, they may suffer from hyperkalemia, a condition damaging their muscle and heart. Note that boiling spinach doesn't reduce its potassium or oxalate content like it does with avocados. So, while spinach is indeed a superfood, you should eat it in moderation to fit your state of health, whether you have kidney disease or not. You can still include spinach in your diet by balancing it with other low oxalate and low potassium vegetables like kale, carrots, zucchini, lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. 5. Whole wheat bread. Lately, many folks believe that whole wheat bread is healthier than plain white bread. Whole wheat bread stands out for its vitamins, minerals, and fiber. But for kidney health, the preference should lean towards white bread. This preference arises from the elevated levels of phosphorus and potassium in whole wheat bread. As we explained in previous parts, high potassium foods are not good for kidney patients. Phosphorus is another concern. Actually, for people with healthy kidneys, phosphorus isn't usually a concern because the kidneys filter out excess phosphorus from our blood. But for those with kidney disease, it's a different story. Their kidneys can't filter phosphorus effectively, leading to high levels in the blood. This can pull calcium from your body, making your bones thin and weak over time. Then, you might have symptoms like itchy skin, muscle cramps, bone and joint pain. A single slice, or just 28 grams, of whole wheat bread can contain around 67 milligrams of phosphorus and 81 milligrams of potassium. It seems like it's only a little, but most people don't stop at just one slice. If you're crafting a sandwich, that's double the amount. In contrast, a regular slice of white bread carries about 64 milligrams of both phosphorus and potassium. Other foods that are high in phosphorus include dairy, whole grain bread, bran cereals, oatmeal, nuts, and sunflower seeds. Since there's no set daily potassium intake for people with kidney disease, it's important to consult your doctor or dietitian to find the right amount of these foods for you. It's not just about phosphorus that makes whole wheat bread a potential problem for your kidney health. Bread can worsen the effects of kidney diseases like anemia, where you have a low red blood cell count. Simply put, kidney disease affects the absorption of important nutrients like iron, which are crucial for making red blood cells. Whole wheat bread contains phytates that bind to and reduce further iron absorption. Therefore, whole wheat bread can worsen anemia in people with kidney diseases. Another concern is that commercially produced bread contains added salt and sugar to enhance flavor and texture, which isn't good for your kidneys. A diet high in salt and sugar can raise blood pressure, a major risk factor for kidney disease. High blood pressure puts extra strain on the kidneys. Over time, this strain can lead to kidney damage. 6. Cocoa. Cocoa offers benefits for mood, brain, and heart health, and may even assist with diabetes. However, kidney patients should notice that 100 milligrams cocoa powder contains 500 to 900 milligrams of oxalates, which is very high. Cocoa is also high in phosphorus, which is not good for kidney patients. High phosphorus levels can lead to dangerous calcium deposits in blood vessels, lungs, eyes, and heart. Over time, this can cause hardening of the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attack, stroke, or death. Cocoa-based treats like chocolate, chocolate milk, and chocolate syrups are also rich in oxalates, phosphorus, and potassium. These products often come with added salt and sugar, which can strain your kidneys even more, like we discussed earlier. Some people think that the caffeine content in cocoa beans makes you urinate more and may lead to dehydration or calcium loss, raising your risk of kidney stones. Yet, studies show the opposite. If you want to strike a balance while enjoying your cup of chocolate milk, moderation is key. You can opt for drinks with lower oxalate content, such as juices, milk, or simply water. You can also consider using carob powder as a substitute for cocoa powder for kidney health. Carob generally contains lower levels of oxalates than cocoa, and it has the same flavor. Plus, compared to cocoa, carob has 9 times less phosphorus and 3 times less potassium. However, if you are on a low oxalate diet, you will most likely have to leave cocoa and other high oxalate foods behind until your body heals. 7. Bananas. Bananas are a good source of vitamin C, magnesium, and fiber. Above all, this fruit is renowned for its high potassium content. A medium-sized banana, about 7 inches long, contains roughly 422 milligrams of potassium. That's 14 to 21% of the daily limit recommended if you have kidney disease. This may seem small, but people often eat multiple bananas at once due to their low calorie count and delightful flavor. Then, blood potassium can quickly add up, triggering hyperkalemia in kidney patients. This can lead to weakness, numbness, fatigue, nausea, irregular heartbeats, and in severe cases, cardiac arrest. To manage your potassium intake, you can start by choosing smaller bananas and limiting yourself to just one a day. Here's another tip. Boiling or soaking bananas in water briefly can reduce their potassium content. However, this method may also wash away other vitamins and minerals. If you love the taste of bananas, consider blending them into smoothies or juices with fruits lower in potassium. Good options include apples, berries, cherries, grapes, pineapples, watermelon, pears, plums, and peaches. They can help you maintain a balance between flavor and kidney health. It's important to note that other fruits like cantaloupe, apricots, honeydew, and dried fruits, such as prunes or raisins, are also high in potassium. Therefore, it's wise to consume them in moderation for kidney health. And there you have it, folks, our list of 7 healthy foods to avoid or limit if you have kidney issues. They are avocados, oranges, almonds, spinach, whole wheat bread, cocoa, and bananas. It's important to stress that while these foods can be bad for an unhealthy kidney, most of them have their place in a balanced, nutritious diet. So, it's all about balance, variety, and moderation, especially for people with kidney problems. If you're worried about your kidneys, it's wise to talk with your doctor or a dietitian for personalized guidance based on your health and dietary needs. In the end, remember that your daily limits are for sodium, potassium, oxalates, and phosphorus. All foods have good and bad elements, so making smart food choices can greatly support your kidney health and overall well-being. Enjoy your meals in sensible portions and live a happy, worry-free life. Now, we want to send a big thank you to all our current subscribers and watchers. Your support inspires us to continue sharing valuable content. To explore more foods that can destroy your kidneys fast, check out the video on the screen. Some of the foods mentioned here may already be in your kitchen. We'll also share tips for enjoying these foods while keeping your kidneys safe. Stay informed, stay healthy,